what do I call it? A lot of stuff. I knew that something was not adding up here. There's a lot of lies, and the story was not really adding up. I decided to investigate further on the video. And I can tell you, my mind is quite very clear on it. Hold on a second, because I'm trying to start our own I'm trying to log in and do the YouTube, the YouTube one. So we are live on YouTube now. For those of you guys that want to join us, very, very important. Now I'm going to start effort. I'm going to play the video for you guys. This video is posted on Tunde Ednot today. It's about a guy that was kidnapped that Harrison said he rescued. Now, a lot of time, if you know this guy Harrison has been doing a lot of kidnapping rescue recently. In short, most of his job has to do with kidnapping and all of that. Now, the question you should be asking yourself is this: what is this connection between Harrison and kidnappers and kidnapping? What is this? What is actually the job of Harrison? What does he do for living? How is he making his money in Nigeria? Those are the questions. Which company does he run? Those are the questions you should be asking yourself. But you people will never ask yourself. Now, my information, that Harrison is involved in kidnapping in Nigeria. My information has it. And so far, so good. With concrete evidence, this guy has been convicted before of kidnapping. And he spent 4 years in Nigeria. And I know he goes around and tell people, oh, it was a false allegation. I was acquitted. But which court acquitted him? Which document did the Harrison show that he was acquitted in any Nigerian court? I have done my investigation, and I can categorically tell you Harrison was sentenced to prison, and he spent 4 years of his life in jail for kidnapping his boss. That's number one. But let's go and listen to the story. The reason I am doing this is because I am no longer giving a pass to dodgy characters like this to take over our social medias, making content at the detriment of our people, misleading information, lying, fabricating story that make no sense. And I'm writing a book on this guy. Look at what you see there. Nigerian human rights champion. He's a human rights champion. What does he do for living? Did any of you know? Now look at the story he cooked up today. Please come and listen. Very important, guys. I told you guys I'm no longer giving him a pass. Listen to this.
Particular boy, what they call as so bright. Come on for a house where the 9th of May. Now this particular boy, what they call as so bright. Come on for a house where they around that peoples of Delta states. Say make he go buy fufu at about 9 o'clock for night. May he take chop so that he go sleep well.
Somebody come out for a house at 9 o'clock to go and buy fufu to chop to sleep. somebody come up from his house at 9 o'clock to go and buy fufu, to chop, to sleep. He said, this particular boy. Then they show the guy a picture. I want you to listen.
They make him go buy fufu at about 9 o'clock for night. Make him take chop so that he go fit sleep well. As he come outside for a house to go buy that same fufu, he no know say that day night go enter the hands of the kidnappers wey be say dey for road. As they come outside from bush, Olobi this particular boy that night, now they carry enter bush. Now they start to dey make demands from the family. Say make they bring a certain huge amount of money. If not, they go buy this particular boy. As I speak to my people, the matter was reported to the police and every other security agency where we say they get hand for this matter. But at the end of the day, solution one day be slim. The people where we say know this particular boy come gather.
Now, what do you understand now? The matter was reported to the police. The matter was reported to the police where it be said they get hand for inside. The matter of the guy being kidnapped was reported to the police. And the matter he can't get as he be. Now the story where they tell you be that too. See, as adult, we get sense, we get head. Now the story, when blogger they tell you be that. I want you to listen, the guy first come out of a house at 9 o'clock to go and buy fufu to eat so that he go fit sleep. So you know fit sleep, now fufu he will go buy. As he come out to go buy fufu, now they can't kidnap him. They can't call police, tell police. Yes.
Listen to some food materials and some other items. When this as I speak to my people, the matter was reported to the police and every other security agency where we say they get hand for this matter. But at the end of the day, solution one day be slim. The people where we say know this particular boy come gather to raise the sum of 5 million. In addition to some food materials and some other items where this kidnappers request from inside bush.
Now, the next voice you're hearing is the voice of Harrisson. Now, they don't kidnap person. Police, they inform police and other security agency, but they don't do anything. The next one you can't hear, now Harrisson can't investigate the matter. You dey hear Amo? How many of you don't watch football for when player go they score home match, home goal? Now be this. So Harrisson can't join the matter. Now Harrisson can't negotiate with the kidnapper. Harrisson, Guaminishu, this one here. Now kidnapper can't demand something. Now you have to listen to what kidnapper demand from Harrisson in order to release this guy. The next voice you are hearing is Harrisson holding a phone to negotiate with kidnapper. I want you to listen.
Hello? Listen to some food materials and some other items where this kidnappers request from inside bush. Mama there. So you put all this money for inside it. Hello?
Which one will you buy?
You mean I just waiting for me to buy my diesel?
Now only the diesel.
I go buy them for road now, so they go, I'll buy them for road.
Okay, but you buy that 2 cigarettes a bit?
Yes, I don't buy them. That's two basin, two road mass.
Yes. Then
I don't buy the milk. I don't buy the malt.
You don't buy those tablets?
I don't buy the Panadol Extra.
Okay.
Sachet.
Okay.
I don't buy.
You don't buy the.
Moi,
you don't buy the slippers.
I don't buy the moi. I don't buy the bread.
You don't buy the slippers.
I never buy. I not say I'm buying.
Make you see the pass by you.
I will find out now. I go as I go, I go start for those shop for road.
Oh yeah, now maybe they come to maybe you enter inside down a town, inside a bush, make you follow this road where they go wash.
The express.
Yes, if you don't there for this express where they go wash, like you are going to wash.
Yes.
Once you don't there for the main road for the express, make you call me.
Okay. I will call you for the road express.
And I'll go buy the gas, then you buy the slippers.
Okay. Okay. All right. Imagine.
Now, kidnapper and Harrison just talk now. Then they tell Harrison say he don't buy moin. He don't buy Rotmas and Benson. Now Harrison, they cook all this, Now content they do so. Nobody think what una like be that. Now content then they do so. Now content then they do so. They use on our head. They wine ground. The kidnapper say he need mine. He needs extra Panadol extra. I know they do content. Let me just somebody say now make me to go do my content. You when Nigeria go soon happen to. You are currently following 6,000 people. Now that follow go lead you inside your grave. Nze. Now that follow go lead you inside your grave. You know where I dey? Do you know where I dey? You know where I dey? Where I dey right now, the situation where you dey for that place, you go pay your mama to enter where I dey. You go pay your mama. You go take your mama, pay am to just enter where I dey now. So I don't blame your situation. I am talking to Nigerians that have their intellectual with them, not people like Una. Una don't buy the story already now, but we no buy them. Now I'm going to put all the holes inside now. Harrison don't talk, say the man say they need sleepers. Kidnapper way they inside forest say they need sleepers. He won't go bathroom. Now Harrison, they call himself, now them they do all this thing together. But when you go into the comment section of the video, Harrison, well done. You are working so hard. Nobody recognize you. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Moo. Harrison is a kidnapper. Harrison is a kidnapper. Harrison is among the people that conspire to kidnap Afiba and Celine in order to extort Andrew, which they did. Harrison stole property of Andrew. Harrison worked with the bad element of Nigerian police. Harrison is Onyoshi. Harrison is a former convict. Those are facts. But when they call him human rights activist. Hear story yourself now. Come up and tell me. You know they pay me. Oh. Somebody say whether they pay me, say Harrison they fool himself. You know they pay me. Oh. Yeah, I think you have enough comment now. You're making 10 comments in 1 minute. They sent you. Let us return you back to where you're supposed to be for now. So we mute you now. So you can rest and listen instead of typing too much. Hear the story again.
This world. The 9th of May, now this particular boy where they call as so bright, come on for a house where they around that Igus of for Delta states. Say make he go buy fufu at about 9 o'clock for night, may he take chop so that he go fit sleep well. As he come outside for a house to go buy that same fufu, he no know say that day night go enter the hands of the knappers where be same day for road. As they come outside from bush, Kolobi this particular boy that night, now they carry enter bush. Now they start to make demands from the family. Say may they bring a certain huge amount of money. If not, they go buy this particular boy. As I speak to my people, the matter was reported to the police and every other security agency where we say they get hard for this matter. But at the end of the day, solution one day be slim. The people where we say no this particular boy come gather to raise the sum of 5 million. In addition to some food materials and some other items where the snappers request from inside bush.
Mama there. So you put all this money for inside. Hello? Eh?
Which one will you buy?
You mean I just waiting for me to buy now diesel?
Now only the diesel.
But buy for road now. After they go, I'll buy for road.
Okay, but you buy that 2 cigarettes a bit.
Yes, I don't buy that. Two Benson, two road mass.
Yes. Then,
I don't buy the milk.
They just ask him, you don't buy the 2 cigarettes? Yes, 2 Benson, 2 road mass. Nigerians. Make una wake up now. Make una wake up now. This lamba never too much. Is Harrison talking to himself? Harrison in Asaba, he's Onyoshi number 1. He's involved in kidnapping. Harrison told us that he was acquitted from the conviction of his first of all, he told us he was never convicted. Then he told us he was acquitted for kidnapping his boss in Lagos. In 2011, Harrison was in prison 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 2015. That is 4 years. For kidnapping his boss. That person turned out, say, him be human rights activist. He no get job. He no get any source of income. He no get business. Na thief. Now Nyoshi. Now, he gathered followers with this kind of emotional stories. And he take that follower, they deceive on our senses. I told Harrison, I told you last year, I said, I have all the time in the world for you. Me, I am a marathon runner. I don't do sprint. I do marathon. I told you I will break you. And I meant it. But I'm not going to look for external stuff to do it. You will give it to me. Now, this is a story Harrison cooked up yesterday. Oh, this person was going out to buy akpo to eat. As they come out, kidnapper carry him. They call police. They call out the state agent. They don't do anything. Now Harrison, the hero. But hear the story. Kidnapper, they tell Harrison, go buy slippers, go buy mine, go bring milk, go bring 2 cigars, then bring 5 million. Hero. Nobody still want to look for, but they look for hero. You people always look for heroes. Oh, Nigerians always look for heroes. When I don't come out on our senses to reason anything again, when I know they reason anymore, now just hero when they look for. Today, if not be very dark man, tomorrow is Harrison. Just hero. Content creators that are confusing on our head. Now, if anybody have anything to say about this video, come up and say it. We are open for conversation. Come and defend this Onyoshi Harrison. Come and defend him. Come and defend this Onyoshi called Harrison Gwaminishu. Come and defend him. They will sit down and cook a story just to emotionally condition you for a bigger assignment. If you go on Harrison's page right now, well done. Wow, you are the best. You are doing well than the police. Oh, hero. God bless you. Then look at it. Hear the story yourself. Hear it. We have seen on this platform, police will kidnap somebody, collect money from them. Now Harrison, they give the money to when the person come on social media to talk. Andrew's case, Afiba and Selling case, now Harrison. Now Harrison announce him. Now Harrison find the body. Now Harrison go Benue. Now Harrison follow the story. Now Harrison go Andrew house, go search. Now Harrison do this. Now Harrison do this. Where your police? Where are your police? Now Harrison go Andrew house, go remove him property. See am Onyoshi. Make una tell and say Ben they call him Onyoshi. Nigerian government convicted him and they sentences him for 4 years in prison. Me, I never sleep for cell for 1 hour in my life. I never sleep inside cell for an hour in my life. In the UK, they know they kidnap person. You must be caught. If you want to say I be organ harvester, go and ask Ekweremadu, make it tell you how far. Talk less of me, we no get money. Make una dey use una head. I know say Nigeria don't fail. I know say the state don't fail. But this story where you hear so, how it take make sense for you? Let me tell you a short story about Harrison. Harrison was released from prison in 2015. In 2018, about 30th of March, Harrison lied down inside his bed and he said he got kidney problem. They say you kidney problem. I'm telling you, because you people always say the past don't matter. Somebody's past no matter. They don't repent. Make I just tell you about somebody's past. Now the person where una they follow, they listen to be that. Nigeria must happen to una. All of you, where they follow that guy, they advocate, not they use una head. Nigeria go happen to you. No be cause. You must say amen. Harrison, a Delta State-born human rights activist, has admitted for faking kidney failure and duping unsuspecting member of the public on the Facebook. This is Sahara Reporter. That Harrison on the 30th of March 2018 faked to have been diagnosed with kidney disease and he needed 7 million to undergo transplant. The post he made on Facebook, which has his account number attached, and asked an unsuspecting member of the public, who immediately started making donation to his bank account. However, Helmark Chibuzo Paul, who championed the campaign to raise the funding and save Mr. Harrison from dying of kidney, revealed yesterday that Harrison only devised the means to dupe people on Facebook that Harrison has no kidney failure. This is one of his friends who decided to help him. But when they look inside the story, they discover Harrison was lying. The news quickly went viral and attracted attention of thousands of Facebook users to the timeline of Mr. Harrison. Harrison then posted an apology, an admission of guilt on his wall of his Facebook. And this is read. Harrison said, I apologize for my sick bed. For the past 2 weeks, I have been subjected to a matter of intense criticism and condemnation, an attack from friends, foes, and online community. The issue that generated this attack on my person came from seemingly ignorant claim that I made regarding my health status. I have made a claim that I was suffering from end-stage kidney failure. End stage. Do you know what end stage means? Means say you dey pie, you dey go. My claim was from the limit of my ignorance about medical matter. I was diagnosed with a kidney infection. He's still lying. And in my panic and complete hysteria, I concluded I was dying, that my kidney was packing up. I have lived my life so far on the social media, and the bulk of my friends are on social media. Out of fear and desperation for help, I cry out to my friends on social media to help me. My claim may have been exaggerated, but as at the time I was making the claim, I had in all sincerity believed in the correctness of my claim. Somebody go just wake up, he say he get kidney problem. Say in kidney don't go. He need money. He needs 7, he put figure, he needs 7 million. And Mumu Nigerians begin to donate. Mumu. Harrisson has been doing this since 2028 to today. Lie upon lie, criminal upon criminal, fraud upon fraud. Una de follow am. I am not a fraudster. I apologize to all of my fans and supporters and friends for my error of judgment. Everyone make mistake, and I have made mine. But I do not want to continue to pay for them. But he didn't refund the money. Harrisson did not refund the money. He didn't refund the money. Now, this is the past of this guy. (2018), Kenny G, 2018. Please correct, 2018. 30th of March, 2018. Everyone make mistake in life, and I have made mine, but I do not want to continue to pay for them for the rest of my life. Sometimes good people make bad choices, but that does not mean they are bad people. It just means they are human. I am indeed sorry. This is Harrisson. Now, you carry yourself, you go lie down inside bed, take a picture of yourself and post it on Facebook and say you have a kidney problem. No doctor, nothing. Now only offer the rice you chop. You can't beg for money. Does that tell you the character of the person now? These are the people you people are worshiping in Nigeria as a human rights activist. Now, this story is a lie. The story about somebody kidnapped and Harrisson has to go and they save the person and the kidnapper is asking for money and the police in Delta State. I have spoke to police this afternoon in Delta State, in Asaba, especially in that area. There is no story like that that's reported to them. When I mentioned Harrisson name, they just told me to forget it. Nalamba. But when it come online, he will give una all of this thing, una go carry him for head, the waka. Now, the true victim of kidnap are suffering. All this lamba, they're using it to deceive you and make content. Person come off for his house at 9 o'clock to go and buy akpo. Now akpo, they say he go buy. In short, the way they are even writing this kid self, they know it's not making sense at all anymore. Kidnapper, they ask for slippers inside forest. Kidnapper, when they inside forest, they make the buy and slippers. Because these people don't learn Nigeria. They know what you guys want. They know the story that move you people. Yeah, story like this. Story where we say, I have a little dog. If you tell this story to my dog will tell you, are you okay? My dog My dog will tell you this story doesn't make any sense. So that shows you how important it is. Now, I have given you two examples now. Harrison was convicted in Lagos of kidnapping his former boss. He spent 4 years in jail. He was released in 2015. In 2018, he made a claim that his kidney is failing. Lie again. And he was raising money on social media. Lie. These are your people that you are taking serious. Then when I go come on my platform, oh, Mr. Ben, you are jealous. You are jealous. Nketa. If you go on Harrison's platform, it's crime, it's crime, it's all crime. That's what he feeded on. In that Asabade, he's a kingpin. Different fraud from cassava to this, just fraud. That's what Harrison is into. Whether you believe or not, my platform has come to stay. This platform is not for your typical kind of platform where you come and dance. It is where you come to evaluate your thinking. Some of you guys are even calling me accomplice. I laughed. When I look at you guys, I always laugh. I always like, how I wish when I get sense more. Stop following people. Start reasoning. Stop being follow. Start asking questions. What is his motive of doing all of this? What are Harrison's motive? Money, ego. I don't know how many of you remember the story of Afiba and Celine. Many of you probably do. That story is still there today. Harrison told you guys that he was acquitted. You cannot be acquitted if you've never been convicted. And if you are acquitted, it has to be announced properly with a letter of acquittal from a court of jurisdiction. Now, how many of you have seen that letter? Zero. It is what come out of his mouth. Now, when I reach out to Lagos State and I did my investigation, Harrison is a knowing convict. He's a convict. That is the man you people are following like you. Make una go tell him. Say Mr. Ben still there on his case. Now, I want to tell you something. On the 30th of this month, I made a publication of April, actually. I wrote a publication to call about him. Just 30th of April 2025. And I'm keep on warning you people about this guy. This is what I wrote about Harrisson on the 30th. Because on the 30th, this April actually make it 1 year since Afiba and Celine went missing. Allegedly went missing. Now, during the course of that, my friend was killed. Compliment of Harrisson. Now, on the 30th, I make a publication and I said the following thing. I titled it Harrisson Gwamin Issue, a controversial figure in the Afiba and Celine disappearance. And I went ahead to make a video from our YouTube and I attach it there. And I put the following statement. I said, the mysterious disappearance of Afiba and Celine in April 2024 has shaken Nigerian public and exposed glaring issues in how the cases is being handled. Central to this controversy is Harrisson Gwamin Issue, a self-proclaimed human rights activist whose credibility is now under intense scrutiny. Harrisson Gwamin Issue served 4 years in prison sentences after being convicted by a Lagos court in connection with the alleged kidnapping of his former boss. Contrary to the popular narrative that he was a victim of a wrongful arrest, court record indicate he was actually sentenced and jailed for the crime, not exonerated. And I went further. I say Harrisson inserted himself into the disappearance of Afiba and Celine, 2 young women, last seen visiting a British Nigerian businessman, Andrew Ochekwo, in Aba. Harrisson announced the case on social media. Harrisson announced a witness on social media. Harrisson announced the death of Andrew on social media. Harrisson traveled to Benue to bring Andrew's body from the mortuary to video it on social media. Harrisson interviewed the alleged vigilante in Benue. Harrisson found a human remain in Aba. Harrisson picked up that fake human remain. Harrisson went to Andrew's house, packed all of his properties, stole everything. Harrisson Why all of this? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Who is he? Harrission claimed he received a phone call from abroad. You see, when all these influencers want to deceive you, they will say it's from abroad. Not traceable. I received a phone call from abroad that is a human remain in Aba, and that human remain has been there for 30 days. Who called Harrission? Would I not ask? But you have heard so many times that in Nigeria, this thing happen. People frame people up to extort them. Children frame their mama up. Pastors kidnap themselves to extort their members. Police kidnap people. Boyfriend kidnap girlfriend. Girlfriend kidnap boyfriend to extort money. Brothers are kidnapping sister to extort money. So why are we ruling it out that Harrission is highly involved in this case with those police officers? For those of you guys on YouTube, these officers. Now, this is a post Harrission make after my publication on the 30th of 30th of April. Harrission made a post and put a picture of Andrew there, and he wrote, "Release the report of the police infractions on Andrew Ochekwo's mother and Celine and Afiba. This is a reminder that the victim of Black Sheep boss Andrew Ochekwo never received justice. Although he died in the controversial circumstances, the police failed to conduct a thorough investigation. If you recall, I previously reported that the officers involved in Andrew's extraction from Aba to Abuja were arrested and detained. After I exposed their involvement in extorting money from Andrew, he didn't expose their involvement. I did. He didn't. I did. Okay. After I exposed their involvement in extorting money from Andrew, the police authority have the evidence. Also, the police officer were released and handed over their GUN. But unfortunately, one of them, deeply involved, Mad Dog, was spy in Anambra State during an operation. Today, the report promised by Nigerian police force was never made public. So one of the officers, if you're on YouTube, among these officers you are looking at, according to Harrission, one of them has been pied in Anambra State. Today, the report promised by Nigerian police was never made public. The families of the victim have no idea what transpired between Andrew and Celine and Afiba and officers from the IROT led by Mad Dog. The police owe Nigeria an explanation, as other individuals like Andrew may continue to target our young ladies without consequences. This post was made on Harrisson's page 3 days ago. I wrote my article on the 30th, and I made a couple of other videos. Now he came up with this. Can you guys go and ask Harrission, the human remain he said he found in Aba, where is it? Una no one go ask him. The reality is this: Nigerians are not ready for truth sayer. You people are ready for liars. Your pastors are liars. You human rights activists are liars. Very Dark Man is a liar. All of you guys. All. And that's what you people like. Follow, 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 follow. All of the drama of last 2 weeks of VDM, my mama no collect money. When I hear anything again, liars. My mama no collect loan. When I hear everything again, we also got it right on this platform. Because when Very Dark Man was saying, mama no collect, I say your mama collect loan. I say your mama should be arrested. When he finally came out from where he's hiding and he claimed EFCC arrested him, he said it. My mama took the loan and he paid for it. And his mom transferred the money to somebody in her office. What is the name of the person? Did you know it? If your mama did not collect loan and the money enter your mother's account, and the money is transferred from your mother's account to somebody in your mother's office, as VDM consigned, are you not supposed to expose that person if that is not reality? Why did you hide the person's name? Why are you not dragging the person? I thought you said you fight for fraud. Una know they ask these questions. If your mama no collect loan and a loan is wired to your mother's account and that money is transferred to somebody in your mother's office and your mother say, I no collect loan, no. Why are you paying off the loan? Why are you hiding the name of the person? Why are you not dragging the person? Una no one asks. Una too like nonsense. Una never ready for truth. Nigeria must happen to una. I tell you. This is a platform of logical thinking. If your mama no collect loan and a loan was sent to your mother's account and your mother kept quiet, paid tight, buy something in her office with the money, then for 4 months, bank they collect money, your mother no talk. And this guy say he's the most honest person. You know the lie. You see, we can do without all of these things, but as a platform, my assignment is to make you make use of your head. Is to force you to engage your head. Is to make you to ask questions. Don't just take what influencers are giving you. They are selling market. Don't buy it. Question it. Why are you so scared to question things? Now, VDM is a fighter, just like Harrission. They are all claiming to be human rights activists fighting for people. I have no doubt about it. Chinwe 127, VDM is better than me. I agree with you 100%. But ask yourself this question, and I'm asking you now. Except your brain, it don't come out, which is probably the truth. I agree with you, VDM is better than me. I actually agree. VDM is better than me 1,000,000%. But ask yourself, if you no be mugu, if your mama no collect money, your mama they pay the loan, your mama transfer money to somebody in her office, do you supposed to hide the name of the person? Are you not supposed to be dragging the person? Do you supposed to go to the bank and pay the bill off? No, VDM is better than me. I agree. Oh, in short, there's no competition. Thank you for reminding me of my small. I agree. VDM doesn't lie. He's a truth teller. He's the most honest person after Jesus Christ. I agree. Harrison doesn't lie. In short, this story of somebody being kidnapped when a person went to buy Akpo is 100% truth. I agree. But ask yourself a questions. Do yourself a little favor and just question knock yourself on the head. Hold on a second. VDM with me, I know. If your mama no collect the loan, and the loan enter a mama account, and the money can go inside a mama office, VDM for the talk now. VDM for the drag that person. Why VDM no drag the person? Please, it's a question. Or is it too much for you to ask? Or you too lazy to ask questions? Or question no, they put food for your mouth? I agree. VDM no they lie. Harris no they lie. Una too they follow influential. Una no they use una brain anymore. Influencers are creating content. They are creating content. Filter it. Or you people need adult supervision where somebody will put a placard, say this is a content, please question yourself. Me, I am just here. I am not in any way fighting VDMO. I'm only saying that if your mama no collect loan, why you go settle the bill in the bank? See, human rights. All these people, they have one thing in common. Background, zero. History, zero. Criminal record, full. Person where they hungry, we no get job, if they do human right. Me, I am ready to ask questions. And if I'm going too forward, somebody should bring me back to my base. Dr. Ayo.
Mr. Ben.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good, sir.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
I was on your platform where we spoke about this VDM and the Nana.
Yeah. You came the last time, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So I think people should have learned their lessons by now.
They are not ready.
and they don't want to learn, they will all learn in the hard way.
Die.
Anyway, I've been asking you questions in the comment section.
Yes, sir.
Is it true that BDM dragged the JAM professor?
I haven't watched that one, but we can also look now. If he did, we can look at it while we're here.
I just pray he did not.
I don't know much about the JAM, because when I watched the JAM, official admitting to that incident, I kind of feel a little bit compassion, because it is so hard to see somebody taking responsibility in Nigeria.
You know, Mr. Ben.
Yes, sir.
There is no excuse for failure.
Absolutely.
I understand that part. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
There is no excuse for a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in his words, he was full of assurance, sequel to the level of quality assurance that they've put into the process.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to bed and sleep, beating his chest that nothing will go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
However, we are all humans. He has done his part. He has done his bits. He has motivated the staff. He has motivated everybody. He has the assurance. They have tested and they've tested everything. Tick the boxes and went out to say, go and write the exam. But unfortunately, a glitch happened, or service provider messed up overnight, and really caused the problem.
Serious problem.
On normal circumstances, you should have just resigned immediately.
Yes, that's what you should do, instead of just ordinarily apologizing alone.
But someone, for the first time in Nigerian history, came out and said, I accept this responsibility. Okay? How many leaders in any clime or hemisphere of Nigerian institution, not even the president of the country, has ever owned up to take responsibility as a leader for any error omitted, committed, by omission, by commission, by error, by any of his staff? It is this same jam that snake ate millions. It is in this same jam that rodent, is it rodent or monkey, enter the safe
and collect money
and top something. Professor Dibu Ojerin, they never came out to say, I take responsibility. Now, we now have a man of integrity that says, this is something we never envisaged. I take full responsibility. The children will write the exam again. Another chance to write that exam. So, Mr. Ben, this matter is both professional ground, compassionate ground, empathy ground.
Of course.
Does it deserve a second chance to right the wrongs? Or we should throw in the first stone?
In my own opinion, we are in a country, as you say, this is actually very, very commendable for the prof to come out and actually own it. He did not just own it in a tiny way. He took a full responsibility of the glitch that happened. Something that INEC chairman did not take. Yes. So in my own opinion, the man have done the needed. Now the family of the young lady that passed away can now go into a legal civil suit against Nigerian state and against the JAM, and make sure they take them to court and get compensation. I know money cannot replace a human being, but it does help to heal. And I hope that those families will take it seriously with the JAM. JAM is a multi-billion organization, and that money is not just coming from the government. People buy JAM form. Nigerians buy it. It's not free. No student in the UK pay for exam. Nigerians are paying for their exam, so they deserve a fair marking. In my own opinion, I will recommend the man should still resign. But of course, institution in Nigeria is very shabby. And I don't believe VDM would drag the man, because VDM have no responsibility to ask anybody for accountability, because he does not take accountability as something that is important. Yes, sir.
But you just gave a very good symbiosis situation, which is INEC.
Yes, INEC was in this.
Did INEC resign?
Did INEC even admitted that they have a problem?
Did they even take the responsibility?
They didn't.
Like Riley said, they didn't.
They didn't.
Now let's say now we have. In fact, the man just. I think he has finished his term. I think so. I think he has finished his term.
You mean INEC? You mean INEC chairman?
Yes, or about to finish. Either of the two. He's serving his full term. In my opinion, if he had come out to say nothing happened to their system, it is what it is. We have done everything. It is not from our side. Will you hold him responsible?
No. In short,
nobody will know.
In short, what this man did now, Nigerians are alien to this kind of a man.
It has never happened.
Listen, my brother, what this man did now is unheard of. Nigeria doesn't do it. We don't do this. In Nigeria, a minister of aviation went to another country and borrowed their plane. Take the plane to a hangar, paint it Air Nigeria.
Air Nigeria took a photograph.
No. They flew it to Abuja. Invite Buhari to the airport.
What a country.
Invite Buhari to the airport to call the ribbon as Nigeria Airways have returned. And then when the camera is off, they return the plane back.
They return the plane back to Ethiopia.
But the problem is this: when they brought the plane, the number of the aircraft, they forgot to paint it off. So they just went there and put Nigerian flag across it and paint it, or basically put a sellotape that look like a color. But they forgot the number. Though Nigerians do 102 and they discover that that airline, that number, belong to Ethiopian Airways.
Yeah.
Today, that minister of aviation is at home.
Exactly.
He's not in jail. No, we are finished.
That is one. Let me give you another one.
Yes, sir.
Professor Borishade, in this country, I'm sure you are aware of that story.
Yes.
The same aviation minister, in fact, is the minister that lost most numbers of Nigerians to hear his harp in this country. Week in, week out. Sosoliso, ADC. I think that's those air crashes. The man never left the office. God give it, God take it. He never left the office.
Zero accountability. Zero responsibility. Now,
zero accountability.
This is what we have in Nigeria. Now, some VDM supporter now will come to me and say, oh, wow, that minister is supposed to be accountable. But does your tiny VDM, who has not even made it to councillor, accounting to you what he dish out to you? No, a lot of people say, Mr. Ben, you are bigger than this. You should not be involving VDM in your platform because the guy is a clown, he's a child, he's just doing his own.
I agree, Mr. Ben, I agree.
I agree totally with that notion, sir. But the problem is this.
You know it, you just be in the muddy waters with him.
Now the problem is this. Now, I don't attack all these people. Like when I brought Harrison up, it's not about Harrison. It's about the listener. What are we processing as information is very, very important and critical to our national development. When people we give platform to do you know if VDM cough today and the Punch cough, VDM cough is louder than the Punch newspaper?
And that is why, in fact, this is one of the discussions we are having in university, with academia, and we are like, the social media space has been,
hijacked
by influencers, people of dance, they've influenced, and whatever information they pass on the social media, faster than the news in the Punch or in Vanguard newspaper.
Yes.
Now, what do we do differently? It's when people of intellectuals, academians, professors also go into that space
and begin to counter the narrative,
to begin to disrupt that space and let people now decide who do you want to listen to in this space. That's why I love what you are doing, Mr. Ben. Absolutely, I love what you are doing. I'm proud to always come to you.
Thank you. I too much appreciate you, sir, because
to come to your platform and have this conversation. And the more the merrier. The more we have people of integrity, people with influence, positive influences, people with letters, people with research, coming to the space to tell the truth the way it is, back with evidences, empirical evidences,
and fact, not just window, not just things that.
You see, I understand people. Nobody has time to check time. Nobody has time to fact check anything. But if you have people that can come and fact check and bring out the facts to people will appreciate it at the end of the day. Now, it will only take a little time. If you say something today, and in 2 days they met it the same way, it becomes the truth. You see another thing, they fast check, it becomes the truth. You see another thing, they fast check, it becomes the truth. Before you know it, your platform will be the truth platform, because they know whatever comes from this platform, seal and sound. They begin to dispel rumors from other rumor mongers, influencers. They begin to dispel, and before you know it, they will be out of nowhere. They will be out of the space.
And this is why it's so important, because the last few weeks, I have discovered the impact we are making is actually working. Now, on the face value, or when you go on the comment section, you feel like, oh, I'm being attacked. People are just cursing me. Now, people that come on the comment section and leave such comments, they are not part of the conversation. They are not the part of the audience we are reaching. The part of the audience we are reaching out to are the audience that still have their intellectual with them. Now, those people that have already been taken, it's hard to get them back. I was asking somebody a question the other day about this very dark man. And he said it was a very serious question I was asking. And the person looked at me and say, Mr. Ben, what then? Just forget about it. And I said, why do you say I should forget? I said, don't you think this is important? I was asking the person, if VDM mother did not take the loan and the mother transferred the money to somebody in her office, why do you think VDM hide the name of the person? Because the person,
we discussed that.
I was talking this with a personal friend. The guy was like, I'm like, just tell me, if I use your wife in
normal Nigerian sympathy,
it doesn't make any sense. The road is.
And why would you even pay the VDM that I know? will not have paid that money if they prove and the mother says, I did not take this money.
Yes.
VDM will not pay that money.
Yes.
The whole Nigeria will not have peace. GTB will not have peace. It won't pay. It would have even paid the time.
The mother took the money. The mother took the money. He knows about it.
He did Thanksgiving, or what did it pay? She did what is it? Tithe. She paid tithe out of it.
She paid tithe.
She paid tithe out of it.
She paid tithe out of it, and then confirmed she paid somebody in her office.
In the office, so.
And VDM is not coming out to apologize, and his supporters say we should move on. How is he making any sense?
You can now see that. So supporters cannot even say, okay, Mr. VDM, I think you are wrong here. I think you are wrong.
The guy went to Ivory Coast and present 11 girls and say they are Nigerians from Kano. And he came out to insult Abike Dabre. Then he went and take 20 million to give to NAPTEC to go bring those girls. I will stay on this platform and I vow, and I said, if those girls come to Nigeria, I give $1,000, 1,000 pounds to somebody on this platform.
So have they brought them to Nigeria?
No, they brought different people. Now, let me tell you what they did in Ivory Coast. We have the video, we have the recording. Now, when VDM was under the heat, they now went to Ivory Coast and they hire Ivorian police, pay them money to be going to brothel, and any Nigerian they see in any community, girls, they pack them. They pack them. And they put them to a camp. People that want to return, then they carry that plate, go there and pack them inside. Those 10 girls that VDM show you, none of them is there. The 3 girls. You know, I remember the one that I was saying that this girl is not in Nigeria, and the one that was speaking pidgin. The one that said he was coming back from school, somebody take her in a bad door.
I don't know about this story though.
Yes, it's a serious story. Those ones, the story never came out. The story never came out. It is crazy.
What VDM is trying to do is to seek for funding from gullible Nigerians.
It's criminal. It's criminal.
Exactly.
It's criminal.
What's this guy? This guy gave him 100 million. So doing such a gesture, they will give him more money to do. I mean, you know, Nigerians will always devise crafty means to get rich.
It's criminal.
They will always devise crafty means.
We have
authorities.
We have Logic Man. Logic Man, good evening.
Good evening, brother. How you guys doing, man?
I'm good. Logic Man, you take over and have a conversation with Dr. Here. Then let me just answer one call. I'm gonna yes.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, doctor, how are you doing?
Logic Man, good evening. How are you?
Nigeria and comedy.
You see, honestly, and the same way, and this is what these young people will be saying and be copying. And before you know it, the Nigerian youth are nowhere to be found. And they will be nowhere to be found in the next 20. And I look for the future of the country.
Yeah, it's sad because, you know, like, if one really need to ask himself, what is the use of social media? Social media, to me, social media was designed to pass information, useful information. But what do you see today in our social media space? Take a statistic and a reality check on all platforms all over the world. When you come to Nigerian social media space, it's a different thing entirely. It's toxic, it's hate, it's always fighting. Misinformation is the highest height of the day. And in reality, whatever you feed yourself on a daily basis goes up and blows up in your face. It affects your mental thinking, it affects the way you live, it affects the way you behave, and it affects your output as a human being. And that is the problem we are facing in Nigeria. Our youth have been desensitized from seeing the reality of life and believe the social media life. It is a problem, but many of us still don't realize this effect. What do we have today? Influencers. There's even recently there's one guy, I don't even know his name. The guy is so annoying to the fact that he is coming out presenting Tinubu. Let me nice a lot.
Hold on. Mr. Gray, why are we having a feedback?
I've just mute. Double Chief just joined us. It was his mic that was on. I muted it now.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Logic Man. Go ahead. We can hear you.
So this guy literally comes out and start painting Tinubu that there's improvement in the airport, the Nigerian military has bought new aircraft. You can see the lives. And these are videos from the Chinese media. The guy goes there and grabs the video, comes out and says it's Nigerian government that is doing this. And you can imagine, and these are guys, it has thousands of followers. So you keep asking yourself, are people not realizing this guy is coming out to lie and you are still following? What logic do you believe as a human being following someone that you know this person is lying to your face? So you see the problem. Our society is so corrupt to the point that you can hardly find very few people who think logically and ask questions and question things. We forget to think. Anything that happens today, the next day, people are waiting for new news. They forget about what's happened today. Is that the way to go? It's not. And that's why I applaud Ben. Ben has been doing a great work. People fail to realize, people will not see the impact of what you are doing now until the result comes out. Because this platform stands to educate people and tell them, look, this thing you are seeing is not what it is. It is not what it is. The fact that you like somebody does not stop you from thinking rationally.
There's more to it than meet the eye. We say it, there is more to it than meet the eye. And we keep saying it, we keep telling them. We keep telling them. And when we say it, they said, oh, we just want to make it feel good.
No, it is not. We said it here. These guys are not coming back to my because it's a scam.
We said it.
And look at the people they brought back. Did you see any 13 years old kid?
No.
Not one single 13 years old kid. These are all grown up.
You will actually expect his follower to say, hold on a second, VDM. What about the 13 girls, small girls you told us you are going to bring? They don't. They say, forget it. He has bring awareness.
So how do you justify somebody like that?
Nice.
And that's why I believe that every society is run and governed by rules, regulations, policies, and laws. Okay?
And
that's why in China, social media space is regulated.
Highly regulated.
In India, it is regulated.
In Dubai, it's regulated.
In South Korea, it is regulated.
Yes.
You can't just do anything anyhow.
In the UK, it is self-regulated. We broadcast responsibly in this country. There is no social media influencer that can come out and talk rubbish to his followers. In a second, his career will be over.
Okay. So that is why I believe when Nigeria said Nigerian government was like, every social media platform should be registered in Nigeria. You must have your presence in the country. And I agree with that. Instagram, go and have your office in Nigeria. TikTok, have your office in Nigeria if you want to operate in the country. You are free. Social media is good for social networking. It's beautiful. Mr. Ben, we can be we are 40 on this platform right now. We are networking. We're talking, we are having conversation. Before you know it, we become a community. We grow together. We could decide to have a conference together, a live conference together. The networking is being built. And those are the good things that we must copy from social media. And that's where it's for social networking. It is not for devil networking. How do I put it? It's not for wrong narratives. So that's why I believe the government should come in. Because for you to have a social media presence, I suggest you are regular, you are registered, your name. Okay, so when you talk rubbish, you can be monitored. And say, okay, whatever that thing you said yesterday on air, can you please prove it? So that will cut people from passing a wrong information.
I did not just sit down and feel bored and brought out my phone and said, I am opening and start talking on social media. I have a deep conviction in my heart that what I have is necessary for our people. And what I have is me asking people to question what they hear. I did not start that before or on for VDM. I started this 7 years ago. I remember at the height of Nnamdi Kanu, I was checkmating him every second he made a video. Nnamdi Kanu Almighty. I was checkmating him when his people begin to call him supreme leader. I was shouting on this platform, what nonsense? Supreme leader for what? That was 7 years ago. VDM came out 1.5 years ago. I mean, some people think then I have a website to make sure. Then I recruited smart people from Nigeria and people over abroad that volunteer and they put their opinion. I gave them login. They put their opinions on issues. There are people that have passion to write. They write what they want to write. They analyze issue in the society and they make a post on my website. Then I name it Ninja 24 News. That is, we are not ready. We don't run advert there. It's just be able to counter check what is being consumed on our national space. Now, people come on the platform here and they think we are doing this because of the 50-cent gift that they're giving. No, we are more than that. We believe that the market for social media is here for everyone. And as you say, doctor, this platform is for networking, is for checkmating stories, is for analyzing, is for asking questions. And a lot of people come here and their ability to understand the platform is not there, and they are not capable of assimilating what we are doing or comprehending what the information we're bringing out. They turn it into insult and match of opinion. We are not into opinion. We are into fact-based. And I'm going to play a video for you, doctor, now that you are on the platform here. And I want you to listen to the video. And I want you to ask questions from that video. Please, very important. Let me just play it. Now, this story is from an influencer. An influencer say this happened. Now, when the story came out and I watched it this morning, it doesn't go well with me because I can see so many red light in it, and I feel like somebody is just making a content. Now, I want you to listen to this, sir.
Now, this particular boy, what they call as so bright, come on for a house where they around that Ibuso for Delta states. Say make he go buy fufu at about 9 o'clock for night, make take chop so that he go sleep well. As he come outside for a house to go buy that same fufu, you know.
Already, the story of the guy coming out of a house at 9 o'clock to go buy fufu to take chop to sleep. It don't bring me red light already. It don't flag me to begin to pay interest on the story that has been told.
And every other security is of the kidnappers where we say they for road. Come on for a house where they around that Ibuso for Delta states. say make he go buy fufu at about 9 o'clock for night, make he take chop so that he go fit sleep well. As he come outside for him house to go buy that same fufu, he no know say that day na go enter the hands of the kidnappers wey be say dey for road. As they come outside from bush, olobi this particular boy that night, now they carry enter bush. Now they start to dey make demands from the family, say make they bring a certain huge amount of money, if not they go buy this particular boy. As I speak to una my people, the matter was reported to the police and every other security agency wey be say they get hand for this matter, but at the end of the day, solution one day be slim. The people wey be say know this particular boy come gather to raise the sum of 5 million, in addition to some food materials and some other items wey the snappers request from inside bush.
Mama dey here. So you go put all this money for inside there. Hello? Eh?
Which one will you buy?
You mean I just waiting for me to buy now diesel?
Now only the diesel.
I go buy them for road now. After they go, I will buy them for road.
Okay, but you buy that 2 cigarette, abi?
Yes, I don't buy them. That's two Benson, two road mass.
Yes. Then
I don't buy the milk. I don't buy the malt.
you don't buy those tablets.
I don't buy the Panadol Extra.
Okay.
Sachet.
Okay.
I don't buy.
You don't buy the.
Moi,
You don't buy the slippers.
I don't buy the moi. I don't buy the bread.
You don't buy the slippers.
I never buy. I not say I'm buying.
Make you see slippers buy.
I will find out now. I go. As I go, I go shop for those shop for road.
So yeah, now maybe they come to. Maybe you enter inside down a town inside a bush, make you follow this road where they go Guashi.
The express.
Yes, if you don't pay for this express where they go Guashi, like you are going to Guashi.
Yes.
Once you don't pay for the main road for the express, make you call me.
Okay, I will call you for the express.
And I'll go buy the gas. Then you buy the slippers.
Okay.
All
right.
Imagine these days now, they don't dey request for rice, they don't dey request for moi, they don't dey request for meat, they don't dey request for toothbrush, they don't dey request for phone, they don't dey request.
Sir, this is a story on a blogger, a human rights page, and people trip there to, oh, well done, wow, but nobody's looking that this is fake.
It is 100% fake.
This is fake. This is fake.
They want to do people. Mr. Ben, and that's why you are here, to dispel and to disvalidate such stupid videos so that people don't fall mugu. Number one, person won't go buy. Wait, won't go buy bread.
One guy bread and mon. And slippers inside forest.
And no, the boy won't go buy fufu. You won't go buy fufu, you cross express. They kidnap you for express inside the Guashuku. I don't know say that way they talk. So if you want buy fufu now to go and cross express, nobody. See, Mr. Ben, you please continue to do what you are doing. Anytime you hear things like this, to analyze this and let people know this is fake. Yes. Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes.
I hear you right, yes.
Person when you want buy fufu for 9 o'clock. Fufu not be your neighborhood, you go there within your neighborhood.
To take and chop so that he can sleep.
I saw something 2 days ago, and that's why in this Nigerian youth that we have now, one boyfriend and girlfriend, they are boyfriend and girlfriend though. They have a WhatsApp group. They now decide that they want to get married. So they created a WhatsApp group. They went to buy clothes, sold clothes to 200 people at 50,000 as scheduled for the wedding. They realized the money, they both shared the money, and they never did the wedding. And people are not looking for them. laugh. I laughed, but I said, wait a minute. This is not a laughing matter. People devise so many means to defraud people simply because social media is faceless. It is faceless. You don't know who you are dealing with. Okay? You don't know.
Like,
and people parted almost 5 million. Is it not 5 million? Yeah, 5 million. So they shared it 3 million and 2 million. That's all. And they even printed the bag. They printed the bag, they printed the IP.
You see the case.
So Mr. Ben, it is good that whatever you are, if it's your assignment is for every video that comes out on social
media, we will analyze it.
You want to analyze. So people need to get to a point. Before people take a decision on any video, they will come here first. They will come. If you don't analyze a video, they will not be comfortable to do anything. It will get to that level. Continue what you are doing.
The common sense question in this video is so radical. The guy said he came out at 9 o'clock to go buy fufu to chop so that if you go fit sleep. That one already red line. He said they can't kidnap and they can't inform the police and other security agency where get hand inside. The police don't do anything. Other security agency, it has to be Harrission that did something. And I can make phone call. The kidnapper come, they say they need money, they need slippers, they need cigar, they need this.
If you even hear the voice of the kidnapper, you will know say. But it's good that you analyze it so that people can hear and then take their decision. You know, whenever they announce camp, their mind will tell them, say, Mr. Ben, talk this thing.
If you even take notice, the conversation between Harrison and the
the kidnapping man,
the kidnapping man, found that say the conversation too smooth.
Then the party now.
Yes.
All these skits what they do these days. If you are not careful, if you don't believe them. So it's only God and government that can help this
now,
social media.
If you now go on the comment section of that story, let me read a couple of comments for you. Going out and coming back home safely is such an underrated, oh, na blessing. The phone they bought could be used to track them. God, please continue to protect our going out and coming in. Oh, going out and coming in peacefully is such an underrated blessing. May God continue to guide and protect us. Oh, are you listening? Nobody among all of these mumus think.
They never put account number for that video.
My friend, younger brother, thank God, thank God the governor of Delta State defected to APC so that he can use federal to support to protect his people. The unfortunate reality is that you failed to fix INEC. You have 4 more years coming of renewed subscription and more suffering. May Nigeria help themselves. What is the essence of tracking system in Nigeria? They need to put the Apple tracking device in one of the things they have sent. So people believe.
It's actually happening.
People believe these stories.
Skit makers.
Now
we need more of your platforms, honestly.
You said the man was kidnapped and they informed the police, they informed all this. What did the police do? You know, talk up. It just jump into negotiation and mind and slippers. Now again,
and comment section, no ask us. So which police station?
Which police station you report to? Which area? They need money and kidnapper need a slippers inside forest. Whether you won't go bathroom, go shower.
Intelligence is not cheap, my brother. Intelligence is not cheap.
Nah. It's just an insult to be honest with you. It's an insult to our collective thinking in Nigeria that a country of 250 million people, these are the kind of people we look up to as influencers, and they have 250,000 people, they have 300,000 people, they have 2 million people following them, and they're just using you for content. There is nothing you are learning.
This guy, Harrison, is no different from that guy called Gulu. who negotiate with bandits.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
This is so shameful. Like, this same guy who brought this story out now told us one day the police kidnapped a youth copper. Then the police collected 10 million naira from the youth copper. 10 million. 10 million. And the money did not come from one account. The money come from different accounts to make 10 million. Then when that young man came on social media to talk, Harrisson went to collect that money in cash from the police. Now, are you not surprised that this kind of human right is working? That the police will be comfortable to go and withdraw 10 million cash that came from different accounts? That is already a crime. Why are you bringing the cash when you've already established money have exchanged hand? Every POS that collect money, that money is supposed to be arrested. Now, Harrisson went and returned this 10 million to the person and warned that person not to talk on social media again, that the police are watching him. When I reach out to the person says, sorry, bros, I don't want to talk. They say, police are watching me. He was a victim of being kidnapped. Those officers are back on the road now. Harrisson have laundered their image for them, and he's an influencer in Nigeria. This is and people will go on the platform, well done, God bless you. We need more Harrisson. I'm like asking myself, am I dreaming? I am probably dreaming. So this is where we are as a
It's really sad.
I want to really commend Mr. Logic and even Dr. Ao. I want to thank you guys, and I want to thank you people on the comment section, on the YouTube, people that keep returning back to this platform. Now, our account has been attacked several times because these people, they have unconditioned loyalty to them, their followers. Now they do give away to them to buy their conscience. In the name of VDM, he give them borehole. And it's crazy that nobody is questioning things anymore in our society.
Sad, very sad. Yeah, if that is what it comes to, because we know the level of poverty in the country. Anybody you give 5,000 naira to, if you tell that person to go and do a dirty shit for you, he will go and come back. We can also, from this platform, say every weekend, we'll be doing giveaway. Very well-meaning Nigerians to come and help people, so that we can consciously grow the mentality of the people to question things that comes around them.
Now, the reason why I am so frowned on giveaway these days is I have discovered that is conditioning them. Now, you are not getting their true reality. You are literally getting their loyalty over what you are giving to them. Now, a lot of young men have come here and say, Mr. Ben, you don't do giveaway. What are you doing for us? I'm not doing anything for you. I'm educating you, which is the most precious thing. Many of them have actually missed adult education. They have missed children education. Now, every time you come to my platform, and I'm talking about those people that are believing in this kind of fallacy, please pay attention, because what I will tell you can help you tomorrow to navigate through challenges. Now, you will not be, when you hear story, you will question things. Again, you will question things. If it is too good to be true, then it is probably not true. So question it. Ask yourself, take your time to say, hold on a second, before you make any decision. Take your time to ask questions.
That's why I'm one of the people in this country that can never be scammed. I have never been scammed. I can never be scammed. You know the work. Go try again. You know the work.
scam of 1 naira, not 1 penny. Because before you finish talking, my brain don't tell you say you are mad.
I currently have a case now that we probably may bring up very soon on this platform. A young man defrauded over 100 Nigerians. 100. And when I begin to see the figure, I calculated over 580 million. And I'm tired of looking at the figures. They send everything to me. If I tell you what this guy promised them, the dog I have at home, my dog, will shake his head if you promise my dog that kind of proposal. My dog will tell you, hey, huh? What? My dog will do that. My dog will definitely do that. My dog will be looking at you like, what?
Needs the man to the people.
But you tell Nigerians this information, they jump on it. It's literally, I think my dog is more intelligent than some of these people.
No, to be honest, you talk for that.
My dog is more intelligent. I'm not lying to you, and I'm not being economical with the truth, because sometimes I watch my dog, the way my dog behave. I know this. My dog is very intelligent. My dog asks questions. Yes, my dog literally asks questions. How many of you remember the man that was on the altar one day celebrating his wife's birthday, and the man suddenly collapsed and pied on the stage? Just about a couple of weeks ago, they said the man is a hoteler.
Yeah.
Now, if you watch that video, it's just a common, nobody among the whole church, nobody can do common CPR. Zero. Nobody even attempted first aid. They dragged this man and dumped him inside the car to be going where? Like, the man was basically going down like this. So there's a lot of life in him. All you needed to do is to do CPR.
He even requested for water. He called his wife, requested for water. Before the wife could turn back.
Nobody do CPR for this man. Zero. Nobody.
Mr. Ben, in our primary school or secondary school, did they teach CPR? No, now necessity is a mother of invention is a mother. Necessity is a mother of invention. Do they teach CPR? Primary school, secondary school. Do they teach?
You go into a nightclub.
That everybody should know. Everybody should know. Everybody should know how to do CPR for emergency sake. So it is not that it's not the fault of people in their ages now, 20s, 30s, 40, because we were never taught. I thought we go to nursing school or a medical school. So now we have found out that CPR is something that everybody should be involved with. What steps are we now taking to begin to train everyone?
Just imagine, sir. Just imagine if the ushers in the church of that amount of congregation they learn how to do CPR. Immediately it happened. Instead of them doing abracadabra, Jesus, somebody should do practical things, save a life. Use your head, use your knowledge to save a life. They are not going to do it. They will pray. What God cannot do does not exist.
It's not that they are not going to do it. They don't know how to do it.
They don't even, it's not even a priority. They don't even know what CPR means. The pastor don't implement it. It's common sense.
In a congregation where people are, I'm sure there is a medical doctor in that congregation.
There's medical doctor. There is everybody there, and they don't know how to do it. And the man just stand in front of them and the man pied. Now you go to Nigeria, you go into a nightclub that have 2,000 people. There is no exit door, no fire door.
No emergency exit.
No, 2,000 people will pack themselves inside the nightclub. No way out. So if there's a fire at the entrance, it's good night to everybody.
Mr. Let me give you a live scenario. I think it happened in around 2015 or 2014 in Abuja. I'm going to say this story. Anybody that knows the story can corroborate me.
I know the story. It happened. I know the story.
There is a church in Abuja, Living Faith Church, Goshen, the one they built at Goshen.
Goshen, yeah.
Similar type with Otta.
Yeah.
A smaller version. I think the Abuja one is 20,000. Otta is 50,000.
I think the Goshen was the one that Bishop Abioye was in until he retired.
Exactly. You are right.
Yes.
So we always start service 6:30 in the morning. First service 6:30 in the morning. So already for us, for those of us that are workers, latest by 5:30 we're already seated. But before 6 o'clock, the church is full to the brim. Before 6 o'clock for a service that is going to start 6:30. So on that faithful Sunday, I was already in the church. We've taken our seats and everything. At around 6:10 a.m., we heard the noise. Before you know it, the roof came from up down. And I tell you, not a single soul remained in that church within 5 minutes. Everybody dispersed. Everybody dispersed. You know the doors now. Go to Goshen and see their doors. The doors is like a gate of heaven. And you have, I think each wing has 7, 3 here, 1 at the back. 7 doors, giant doors. Over 20,000 people dispersed in less than 1, 2, 3 minutes. So you could imagine if you only have 1 entrance or 2 into that building. By now, maybe that church will have been no more by now.
Then what about what happened in TB Joshua, where 85 people perished in one afternoon in Lagos, in that Ikota?
In that hotel collapse.
That 85 people counted, collapsed, and pie, and no accountability. Up to today, nobody go to jail, nobody arrested. In short, the president sent a prayer to, nah, we don't have a country. No, we don't have a country, forget it.
So these are all regulatory issues.
We don't have a country.
If you took our Nigerian laws, you will find that those laws are there. Those laws are there and practice. Exactly. Nobody is held accountable for wrongdoings. All in the name of Allah Akbar, in Jesus' name.
See, any country you can bribe the police, that's not a country. If you have any country where the police can be bribed, forget it.
Exactly. The one that is supposed to uphold the law. Which country is one time?
How you want to bribe police? How you want to block yourself?
The man said, Napoleon, he said, be you police, be you amlada, be you Yahoo, may God they protect you. Just give us our own, may God they protect you. You didn't see that video?
Yeah. Be
you kidnapper, may God they protect you. Just give us our own, may God they protect you. On the road. And the officer was dismissed anyway. He was dismissed from the police force. Very barbaric, all in the name of poverty.
Sometimes when you think about these things, I was in Nigeria, and I was in a hotel. And I was with somebody in the hotel. And then I slept. The next thing, somebody was like, the girl was like waking me. Ben, there's a fire. I'm telling you. And this was in a Lokoja. Ben, there's a fire. I woke up. On the curtain, there's the air condition had this big stabilizer that stabilized the air condition. That stabilizer has catch fire. And it was God that saved me. This happened to me because when we went out, I was supposed to return back to the hotel alone. But there was this girl that was with us, say they couldn't go back to their destination. So you will come to my, I said, okay, come over to my hotel then. They come over to my hotel. I get into my room. I started sleeping. It was a big pad. But this girl did not sleep on time and saw the fire and woke me up. And it could have just taken like 10 minutes for me to inhale all of the smoke. Even before the fire will activate, the smoke alone will have told me good night. Many hotels, they don't have fire extinguisher. Nightclub, they don't even know what fire extinguisher look like. There is no emergency door in case of emergency at the entrance. Airport is in decay. Now, everything that's supposed to work is not working. When you talk about it, somebody will say, just make your money and go. Now, when that man that pied that day was in custom, do you think that man see value to what CPR look like? They don't. If you take a proposal to him, say, let me train all your staff for 2 million, they will tell you, what do you want to train them for? God is the one protecting them.
Exactly.
In a country where somebody will come out and intentionally open his mouth and say what God cannot do does not exist, it is one of the most disgraceful statements that is publicly allowed. You can keep that belief in your mind, but you inculcating into people's mindset, it's like you are taking their responsibility, their personal responsibility away. Now, in Nigeria, you often hear people, you ask somebody, can you do this? They will tell you by the grace of God. Now, when I ask you, can you drive? And you tell me by the grace of God, what you are technically telling me is this: you cannot drive. Oh. So if you carry me and if you buy me, now God are going to blame.
The only question, sir, we even get a defibrillator for our airport.
Oh, did they know what defibrillator is?
I don't think we have.
I said, did they know what defibrillator is?
You see? They may not even know.
I said, did they know what defibrillator is? Did they know what it did they even understand what it is? The president have. That's why you see when the president move, you see all those things, they are following him with it. The governors, they have, because they know the importance of it. But did they do any national orientation that begin to teach people CPR training? That even inside the church, there has to be a qualified people that can give first aid to people instead of calling Jesus. And this is what happened when you have replaced responsibility of a human to God.
So prayers, exactly.
Because you say God will do it.
And this God will just be looking at you like,
I say God is annoying. God is annoying that you people, we are so lazy.
If God will looking at you, say, okay, kill yourself and come and meet me fast.
Yes. That's why when they come to the UK here, all of their Serabin and Sharafi, all of their by the grace of God, you will never hear them say by the grace of God to their bosses. Because in this country, if you tell your boss by the grace of God, your boss will not send you that message anymore.
That's correct.
Because it's now looking like you are mentally disturbed. Yes. Now, if they ask you to take care of a young person and you are saying by the grace of God, they will now believe that you are mentally disturbed. You are no skill. You are not going to be capable of applying that medication as a nurse.
Exactly.
Because you've already bring God inside.
What God does not do does not exist.
Yes.
That's why you see someone who has headache. He'll be praying. When you are supposed to take
Exactly.
Panadol or whatever. Simple thing. What are you praying for?
And the malaria and whatever the virus, whatever, it will keep spreading inside your system, going to your digestive system, going to your immune system, going to everywhere, break everything down, and then you collapse. You say it's an attack. It's attack from the devil.
Yes, they call it attack from the devil.
It's attack from the devil.
They call it attack from the devil because that is the only way. It's the devil is the most silent person. Everybody just blame the devil.
Or they will say village people. That's a common statement.
Well, village people never chop. They say they look for waiting to chop.
Now, when you tell them about all of this human failure, lack of planning, they will tell you, "Oh, you don't have faith." I have more faith than most of them.
Even from what they said in the Bible, they said, how did they put it? That God said, "My people perish
for lack of knowledge."
If God can take that, won't you now sit down and joke by yourself? If God can tell me, say, I perish for lack of knowledge. He now said, in all that understanding, go and get knowledge.
Logic man.
It's not the same God.
Dr. Eo, why do you think if Nigerians that are going choir church, that are going everyday prayer meeting, in short, the visa that brought them here, they have to do fasting and prayer? Why do you think when they get to the UK, they no longer go to church and they no longer call God every day?
Yeah, because when we get to Rome, we behave like Romans.
It's a big question to ask. You see, when you come in the
when those churches have turned to Tesco stores, have you not seen the trend in UK now? Tesco just they buy all the churches, they turn out to supermarkets.
Meanwhile, in Nigeria, churches are buying businesses to turn them into church.
Can you imagine? And you want prosperity. You want people to prosper. You want pastors to prosper.
I was having a conversation this afternoon, and I said 2 in 10 Nigerians are Redeemed Christian Church member. I don't know if you are, and I have nothing against them. Then I also say the man who is the head of that church told his member last week that a woman went through surgery and one side of her boobs was removed for cancer.
Cancer.
And then he prayed. No, he's not the one that even prayed. Somebody else used his handkerchief to go touch that woman's chest, and the woman grew new breast.
Just imagine.
Oh, God.
Just imagine that kind of insensitive statement.
And so, do you know one day, I'm sorry to say, personally, I don't like pastors. Anybody, once you say you're a pastor, I just have this kind of bias. I don't even want to know whether you are truthful or not. I have that bias already. But this pastor in Abuja, I had to call that pastor out. You have disgraced this person now. For Lelenche.
Oh, that one.
He was giving testimony that he has finished with, he has graduated, he's the first to graduate in our family. Now he has finished Open University. And the pastor said, what did you study? He said, I studied
honor in this.
BSc law. BSc in law. And then he said, you did what? BSc in law. He said, yeah, BSc, you are a liar. You did not study BSc. There's nothing like. The woman felt embarrassed. But I love what the pastor said. There's no BSc law. So if you go and say, I studied BSc law, then I'll question you. Did you go to school at all? It is LLB. It is not BSc. At the end of the day, they went to verify. They now discovered that it was LLB law. So the pastor now said, you see, you got LLB, you didn't get BSc.
Yes.
You know, so if a pastor can question a testifier,
But can somebody question that pastor?
And that's why I said I will begin to go to church.
If you question them, they will say you out of the church.
Oh, Frankie, how are you? Long time, Frankie.
I will begin to go to church.
Yes, sir.
If there is a church that will start preaching, and he said, oh, when I'm preaching, you are free to raise your hand and ask questions. I will pause and I will take your question. That's when I begin to attend church. So that when you talk rubbish, I can raise my hand and I say, excuse me, I don't disagree with what you just said, Pastor. And I'll tell you my opinion, they will not mind.
A pastor was giving
a pastor
was giving
they will even allow me to enter the next day.
A pastor was giving a pastor was giving a testimony. In short, the biggest liar in Nigeria, pastor. I will rate it from Apostle Suleiman, then Pastor Enoch Adiboye, then Oyedepo of Ota.
That's your master.
These people, they lie with grace. These people, Kumui, they lie with authentic, with it's like I am asking myself.
Let's just say the likes of those people you have mentioned. In the Bible will say what is jello.
Oh, these people are gone. Adiboye said that he was in Colorado.
Nowadays, now that all of us have matured. The jello, you can't go coffee again.
Pastor Adiboye said he was in Colorado and it was snowing. And snow stopped for 7 days for him. Another one say his member, Amroba kidnapped his member. This was Adiboye. And then when the member was searching the bag, a flyer of Shiloh fall out. And in that flyer was his picture. His picture began to speak in tongue.
In the flyer.
From the flyer. So Amroba now ran away. I beg, I'm done. I can't talk about this. So if I'm saying it, people think I'm joking, but this man was on the altar. Another one say he was in Nigeria. A member want to fly to France to go and open church. And he was in Germany. The member no get paper to travel, no visa to travel, no air ticket to travel from Germany to France. In contact the man of God in that person, contact that person to enter toilet. And the person enter toilet and appear in France.
Which toilet?
Okay, I'll play it. I think, doctor, you think I'm joking. Doctor, I'm very, very serious with this story.
No, the thing is this, I condition my mind onto what I listen to and what I ignore.
But doctor, if we don't listen to this here, it will be like this is exaggeration. Pastor.
No, it's good that, see, Mr. Ben, you do the listening and bring it into the space and for us to analyze. I think you will save us the trouble.
I said I was sent out of church when I was younger. They said I asked too much questions about possessed. They sent me out.
Can you imagine?
Oh God.
See.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now you are about to listen to the most vibrant preacher in Nigeria, the Jagaban of Lailai in the whole of our nation. And I'm about to play it.
Hold on. You know, I'm sorry. I grew up going to church anyway. I grew up going to church. But until I began to see all of this rubbish, and I told myself, these people are just a bunch of liars. In 2010, I used to be close to a pastor. He just called me around 6 a.m. Emergency. What happened? And I quickly rushed down to his house. So by the time we got to his house, it was on a Saturday morning. I brought back came to the house. You know, they messed up the whole house, cut away their money, and also, unfortunately, messed up with the wife.
Please.
So when I got there, you know, sharp, went to the hospital, take the woman for checkup and stuff like that. And we were in church the following Sunday. And the man was preaching. In his speech, he stumbled on the testimony that divine guidance or whatever it is.
That's why they don't knock your wife. Oh.
And he openly told the congregation as they were attacked. But no one was lost. Holy Spirit came and dispersed them. Somebody shout hallelujah. The whole church shout hallelujah. I stood where I was. I couldn't shake my head. I was like, this man just blew a lie. This man just blew a lie. Let me tell you today, that man as a pastor is begging to eat food in Lagos till today. I'm saying him on Facebook. I'm saying him. I say, you see your life. You just blew a blatant lie. Your wife was messed up.
Traumatized.
Must you talk in church? Can't you just keep quiet? So Holy Spirit came and no one was hot. Holy Spirit dispersed them. If I see anybody that call himself pastor in front of me,
now, thank you for that input. But we must listen to this, my brother.
One of my sons, he lives in Germany. One day was praying, and the Lord gave me a prophecy for a church in France. So he was praying for them. God said, no, you will go to France.
The Lord gave him a prophecy to open a church in France. And one of his sons was in Germany praying. Okay? It was the Lord that gave him a prophecy that the son will go and establish a church in France to human being, not for angel. The human being, the pastor way there for Germany won't go open church for in France. But listen, in this congregation, there's over 5,000 people sitting down here. Among these 5,000 people are medical doctors, are doctorate degree holders, are NYCs, are wife, are teacher, are youth, are future president, future military leader, future governors are sitting here when this lamba are taking place.
He started laughing because he didn't have documents. Normally, if you have documents, if you don't have documents, you don't even go around the airport. If you have a guest, you see them off, getting close to the airport, you just turn back. Because the catch is very easy, just to put you on the next plane and bring you home. So he said, I don't have documents. The Lord said, go. God said, go. He got to the airport. People on the queue to present their passport, their ticket, and all. The Lord said, stay on the queue. He stayed on the queue. No document, no passport, no ticket. God said, move. He moved. Just 7 people before him, he was saying, so now so I go out. 6 persons more. The Lord said, enter the restroom. In Germany, enter the restroom. Well, that's is this God I'm hearing saying I should go to France? As he entered the restroom, the Lord said, pray. He started speaking in tongues. Praying. When he opened his eyes, the Lord said, go out. When he went out, he was walking out of France airport toilet. France. He prayed in Germany. He was walking out of France. You know your problem? What you have not experienced looks somehow to you.
Just hear this nonsense. And then he patronized us that because we are not believing this, because we have not experienced it.
No, wait. Maybe if permit me, let me recap. If I want to be sure I heard him well. You don't have a passport?
Yes.
You don't have a ticket?
Yes.
Without even having a ticket, you can't cross the gate.
You can't even go near the gate of it. And he's talking about Germany, Germany. He's not talking about Mogadishu. He's not talking about Somali. He's talking about Germany.
You can't even cross that gate. You can't even cross. Now, you now went to the toilet in Germany.
After you pass through the gate.
After you pass through the invisible gates, you now open the toilets in Germany, and you see yourself walking out of the France toilet. Okay, maybe they wrote, if you open the door in the toilet of Germany, maybe they wrote on the signboard, this way to France, France airline. Maybe. And the old church shouted, "Yay, hallelujah."
Yes. Now you see exactly what we talked about earlier in this program.
Listen, Mr. Ben. All of them on the seats listening, they knew he was lying. They knew. They only went with the front flow. They knew with themselves that this man is lying.
They know.
They know. So it's not, they know. And I wonder how many church members will go the following Sunday. Maybe
the church. I say it's Apostle Suleiman. His church is the biggest in Auchi.
Auchi. I know the church on the road.
Now, does this man not ashamed of himself that this story will follow him for the rest of his life?
And these are the things we should be analyzing.
The man can never be ashamed. He can never be ashamed of himself. That man at Curtis.
This is what we should be analyzing, to let people be aware, to open their eyes. That don't be gullible. Don't fall into ditch with these people.
Pastors that are going to church, they will carry bodyguard with gun. And they will tell you to pray for protection.
Is it not the same pastor that lost two of his drivers because he's in
exactly,
but the other people died?
As in, if you are in Auchi, if you see Pastor Suleiman going, he moves with convoys. With bodyguard.
Why is the man even leaving his house to go? Why that miracle no shoot them from his bedroom direct to France? Why making effort? Why making effort to go to the airport?
Exactly, for just doing your bedroom, pray and land in France.
No, that guy's spirit not connect to that guy one day. Never. That guy is none. The cut is that pastor.
You will see, all of you will see here his number later.
His number, he always lie, always. He always lie.
I'm sure the church people say,
He's always lying. They will not say, they're gullible already. Why would they say, When you see him like God.
Nah, it's
painful. If Lami pay church that day, I will just stand up immediately.
See, if I'm opportune to be president of Nigeria, I will scatter the churches and mosques in that Nigeria.
But
because they are no use.
Turn them to factories.
Honestly, that's the point. Turn them to factory. Anybody that is trying to get out of the country, if you don't want to work, get out of the country. Honestly speaking. If that revolution cannot come up, Nigeria, in fact, will not move forward because churches is too much. Later you become lazy.
You will pray, Nigeria, fast to get visa. You will get there like this, you will go to work on Sunday. They will call you for shift on Sunday, you will be the first president that will.
Okay, imagine somebody will be going to church, somebody will be going on the way, someone will be traveling by car, they will pray for good road. And normal thing, we pray for good road.
Rwanda, that's what it is to all churches. For you to have a church in Rwanda, you will come and register with the government. And
if I'm a president of Nigeria, you don't even need to register. You don't even need to have a church. No church. Let's see what happens.
The church is not the problem. Listen,
no church.
The problem. No, listen, let's get it straight. It's not the church that is the problem. It's
who's
heading the church.
No, there's no. I totally agree with you that the people that are going to the church. But let me tell you something. In any country where there's no regulation and control, human beings tend to behave anyhow.
Like animals.
Exactly. The reason why our social media is what it is today is because there is no regulation.
Control.
There is no management. Everybody just come out and do any lamba they want. And the more louder and the more ludicrous it is, the more fame you become. So this is what is happening. Let me tell you something. If there's no regulation in the UK, all this madness will be in the UK. In a minute. Nigerians that come here that get care job, they will be praying for child they're supposed to give medicine to. But because if you try it, that will be the day you lose your job. If they catch you at work reading Bible, you are going home.
And you can't get another job again.
Why? Because you don't get sense. Because they give you medication to give to the elderly person you are taking care of. You can't pray for them. Are you okay? This is medication that Oyibo spend years to develop, and they approve it. And they say, make you give your client as a doctor, as a nurse. You go to pray. You go to pray. So which one you want make it work? Now medication or now your prayer? You are confused. You're going home.
So for me, what I observe, okay, I feel like we need to actually scatter church in Nigeria. We need a okay. If you are working, listen, let me finish, sir. Listen, if you are working, okay, you will not have time to go to church. Imagine you have 9 to 5 job, okay. Then at the end of the day, you stress yourself. Then you'll be thinking of fasting and prayer or going to church. No, it can never be possible. So that's why you see everyone coming to abroad or being in abroad. We say, I don't go to church. I don't go to church. How will you go to church when you are tired? I don't know if you understand. We are thinking of how to work tomorrow. How will you go to church? So for me, I think we should scatter the church and turn it to companies. That's just my own take on this matter. So, sorry for interrupting.
I just believe that a church should be a place of transformation, a place of information, a place of national and godly orientation, and not a place for miracles, signs, and wonders. It should be a place of information. What people cannot hear on the news, they can't hear on the TV or radio, they should be able to hear such from the church. And that's where the regulation comes in. Church, before we register you in this country, you cannot do this, you cannot do miracles, you cannot do signs and wonders, but you can preach the gospel, teach the people, put them in the right direction, transform them, make them think of how to add value to their lives, to their communities, how to grow their communities. And that's what the church should stand for. To be a bridge between the government and the people, to grow the communities and teach moral values and stop all this cha-cha-cha-cha. That's, in fact, anything we see on national TV that you are doing signs and wonders, that's the day your license will be revoked. And all the income of the church should go to the government. And government will be giving you what you need in a year. So if we don't want to scrap them totally, regulate their actions, regulate them.
They are now doing content. That this guy, I think he's the biggest now. He has 2.6 million subscribers on the YouTube. Pastor Jerry Eze. Pastor Jerry Eze is the biggest. For me, he's a content creator. He's not taking anybody to heaven. He knows what he's doing. He's not different from Davido. He came to UK the other day, and then they heal one young person, one child. They flew that child from Nigeria to here. Because there's no child in this country that is under the UK government social control that their mother will take to church for open healing on a stadium. Now, when we investigated that, we discover they brought that family from from Nigeria and do this fake miracle. Because if it's a UK child, they will report the mother immediately. It's an abuse. They will report the mom immediately. If you're on any benefit, they will say, "Shay, you say God don't heal you." So all of this lie, and when I see this guy, this NSPD, whatever, people that normally send the message to me, I block them on my Instagram. I block them because the guy is a content creator, and he constantly do this prayer in the morning, and Nigerians follow. You're still begging China to borrow you money. You are still begging UK to borrow you money. You are still begging America to borrow you money. With all of that nonsense. Now, I know that we say church should be regulated, but the government want it like that. Now, Nigerian government has failed. And churches, just the way Nigerian police have failed, where NGOs and influencers are taking responsibility of the police now. If somebody owe you money now, the first thing they will tell you, go and report to VDM. Or go and report to these influencers. Because the government have failed. It's a failed state. There's no accountability. Now, non-state actors have taken over. Churches are non-state actors. They've taken responsibility of the government. Now, NGOs are non-state actors. What Harrission is doing now is non-state actors. And that's what happened when a country is in a semi-failed state. Nigeria is currently experiencing a semi-failed state in every ramification, where a Senate president will tell you there won't be opposition in 2027. A Senate president.
Can I say something?
Yes.
All right. Pastor Jerry Eze, that guy is a scam. All right. There's a video I watched, I think 2 weeks ago. This lady is dead now. Sorry I use this word, okay? The person don't die. You understand? What happened? The person go Pastor Jerry Eze church. You understand? The baby has cancer or lungs cancer, you know what I mean? So she can't breathe without inhaler. You understand? So when she got to the church, she was like, okay, let me use my faith. She tried to remove the inhaler for just a few seconds. Not knowing that the camera there at this station, that's why Pastor Jerry is a shout. Hey, she has cancer. My healing has happened. This and this. And you know those kind of things that where there's public and it's pastor that is saying it. You can't say it's true, it's not true. You understand? So that's what this Pastor Jerry, this miracle, everybody got a shout and say, Pastor Jerry is a good man of God. She healed someone with cancer. She healed someone with cancer. 2 days later, the girl died.
In the UK, the man will be in
UK.
I mean, in the UK, the man will be in jail immediately.
Okay, 2 days later, the baby is dead. She's dead. Like, so people are just saying this and this, and I'm just looking at them. Pastor Jerry, Pastor Jeremiah, those people, those people, they are I don't know what to say. They are demon content creators.
When the previous pope that just died, when he was sick, he went to hospital for treatment.
Of course.
Yes, now. Of course.
Where would you
go to hospital?
Where would you go?
She went to hospital. She went to hospital now, of course. They already concluded that she has cancer, but Pastor Jeremy was, if you see the thing is still on his YouTube, he was shouting the girls, the congratulations, the Holy Spirit is here. I just touched her. She's healed. She has cancer of the lung. She's pronounced this, she knows that 2 days later, the girl is dead. But do you know what happened? A lot of people that watch that place now will believe that, oh, Pastor Jeremy is a great man of God, is this, is that, is the other one, is the other one. They will start following him, not knowing that the victim is already dead. You understand? The video is already bad. So that's how they recruit people. There's one story I was following up, the way they fake miracle and all of that. I was like, wow. Church is business.
Headquarters is in the outboard. Where they go there, outboard is the headquarters where they go and hire people who wants to. If you go outboard, if you can people you want to be there. Now deaf and dumb you want to be there. Now blind person you want to be there.
You just transport them to another state to go and
There's one video I watched. Make I even speak pidgin. They get one video when I watch. Okay, this guy they talk how they think they put needles. You know needle now those office pin needle for inside egg. Okay, when they say some pastor will say when I bring egg come no pray put. Pastor get their own egg. People when they come get their own egg. When the prayer time reach, the pastor will exchange the egg. Then they'll come break the egg. They'll say, you see, this is the work of the demon in your life. Your ancestral people. These are this, these are this, and I can put the needle very easy. Office pin, just a shook up, and then they use my glue.
Well, I want to thank you guys. I'm going to end it now. Honestly speaking, thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Frankie, for joining us again. Logic Man, thank you. For those of you guys on YouTube, thank you. Keep going to church, but keep asking questions, guys. I am not asking you not to go to church.
I'm not going to church.
Just ask questions, not only in church, anywhere you are.
Just ask questions.
Just ask questions.
They can ask us so they will chase me out of the church.
So,
thank you.
Ask questions.
Thank you guys for joining.
Oh, man.
Good night. Good night from the YouTube. Thank you.